Hey guys, this is your boy Enrique, or better known as Iking Sinta, and today I will be showing you how to play Call of Duty Mobile. So get your phones ready and let's get straight into it. Right now, we will be going over the tutorial that you can find when you start the game. Here, we'll be going over the basic movement that you can use to move around your game. On the left side, you can see that's how you move forward, back, left, and right. And on the right, you will use that to look around and to change the direction to where you're headed. Now, we'll be going over to that spot. And as you can see, I'm swiping around my right side of the screen to move around. Next, we will be picking up a weapon. This usually happens right after you kill an enemy. Now, when shooting, all you have to do right now is aim at the enemy, and the gun will shoot automatically. As you can see, when I point my gun at the enemy, the crosshairs turn red and the gun starts shooting. Here, we can use the button on the right to reload to replenish our consumed ammo. Here, the button is called the ADS button, or aim down sight, which allows us to look through the scope of the gun and allows us to shoot more accurately. Now let's move on to the next part. There we can see on the upper right is the settings, where we can change from simple fire, which shoots automatically, to advanced mode, which allows us to aim and shoot depending on whether or not there is an enemy. So as you can see, when I point my gun at the enemy, the gun no longer shoots. Even when I aim down sight, the gun doesn't shoot. To shoot, we will be pressing the marked button on the right. This allows us to automatically ADS and shoot at the same time. Another way you can do this is by pressing the ADS button first, then shoot to improve one's accuracy. Most Call of Duty mobile players would prefer to use the advanced firing system over the simple automatic one, as this allows them more versatility in aiming and shooting at enemies. Now, we will be using a sniper. Now, snipers are very common in games as they allow one to kill with just one shot. To use a sniper, you can press the ADS fire button, the one that's marked on the screen, and when you release it, it shoots automatically. You can also press the ADS button on the upper right of the marked button, and this allows you to aim first before shooting. Score streaks are another integral part of Call of Duty Mobile, as they give you an edge over other players. You can get this by obtaining what's known as a kill streak, which means you kill multiple enemies without dying. Now the first gun that you obtain in this game is what's known as the M4. This gun is known for its average damage, average range, and average capabilities, yet it still does the job well. Here, we will be discussing how to equip one's weapons. Highlighted in the screen are the different parts of your loadout section. The tutorial will now go over the steps needed to equip a weapon, in this case, the M4. Let us now head to multiplayer and test out our gun. So here we are in multiplayer and we'll be testing out the different controls. So on the upper right, you can see there's a map that you can tap to expand. There's a running man icon right near the map which allows you to sprint. And beside the settings button is a smiley face which allows you to inspect your weapon as well as do an emote. There are two types of firing in Call of Duty Mobile. First is ADS fire, where you look down the scope, and the second is hip fire, where you don't look down the scope. ADS fire is known to be more accurate because the bullets are limited to wherever the scope is aimed at. However, for hip fire, the bullets will cover the area covered by your crosshairs, the cross in the middle of your screen. There are several movements integral to Call of Duty Mobile. Proning or lying down, which is done by holding the crouch button. Jumping, which is done by pressing the button beside the ADS fire. And switching to your secondary, which is done by selecting the knife on your screen. Throwing the grenade is also important, as this allows you to throw a projectile which would explode after 5 seconds. Another important piece of equipment is the smoke grenade, which allows you to hide yourself from the enemy's line of sight. The grenade can be activated by pressing the ADS fire button. This gives you a time limit of 5 seconds, or else the grenade will explode and kill you. This, however, can be avoided by pressing the cancel button to the left of your screen. When a grenade lands near you, you will notice a red marker on your screen. This indicates where the grenade can be found so you can run away and avoid it. Now, you will be attempting to kill some enemies.
Get up, team. Enemy contact! Target down! Reloading! Tango down! Reloading! Cover me! Tied for the lead. UAV recon ready for deployment. Hunter-killer drone on standby. Target's inside. We've taken the lead.
The hunter-killer drone is an example of a score streak, which gives you an edge over other players. In this case, it finds the nearest enemy, targets him, and explodes, hereby killing him. Another score streak is the UAV, which shows the position of your enemies on the map on the upper right of your screen.
Just another day. Good job.
Now, we will be looking at how to equip those attachments we've just unlocked. When starting the game, you get a 7-day reward, which allows you to unlock a new skin on the 7th day. Now, let's head over to my main account so we can see how one can customize their gun even further. Hey guys, so we're back in my main account, and let's look at the different weapons that one can use as their primary. So here we have the assault rifles. As you can see, there are many different kinds of guns that one can use in Call of Duty Mobile. Each of them have different looks, feels, different rates of fire, different damages, different ranges, and different designs. There are also several classes of weapons that we will cover. The first one is the assault rifle, known for its medium to long range and good fire rate. Next we have the sniper rifle, which can be used for long range. and one-shot kills, LMG for their large magazine capacity, SMGs for their very high firing rate, shotguns for their burst one-hit kills, and marksmans, which are similar to snipers. Now, let's go over how to customize a weapon. As you can see, there are several different possible attachments one can place on their gun. This allows the gun to have better statistics and improve your chance at killing enemies. Each attachment has a different appearance, which will not only change the look of your gun, but also your gun's performance. There are also perks, which give your gun special characteristics. In Call of Duty Mobile, you can only equip a maximum of 5 attachments. You can also customize your gun with a camo, which is the color and design of your gun, a charm, which is like a buddy in Valorant, and stickers, which can be placed on 4 different parts of your gun. You can also customize the reticle of your scope to suit your needs. All these attachments can be obtained by upgrading your gun. This can be done by using the gun in matches or by using these XP cards, which can be obtained after playing matches. The purple ones can be obtained after playing ranked matches, which can be done at level 10. You can observe the all-around appearance of the gun by pressing the magnifying glass button, which has a plus symbol. We will now check the different parts of our loadout screen. In here, you can select your character, which affects how other players see you in-game. You can equip different backpacks, helmets, and clothing. Operator skills are a helpful part of each match, and their descriptions can be found when you equip them. Next, we have our lethal equipment, which can be used to kill people from long distances or short distances, depending on each item. These are separate from your guns as they do not consume any ammo and are single use. Next, we have our tacticals, which can be used to disorient the enemy or provide a strategic exit. Next, we will be discussing the different score streaks. Now, you can equip a maximum of 3 score streaks per loadout, and each score streak costs different points. The lower you go in the list, the higher the points required. You can obtain points by obtaining what's called a kill streak. Kill streak is when you kill multiple enemies without dying. We also have perks, which three perks, red, green, and blue, which can be used to optimize your gameplay and aid you in your battles. As you can see, there are 10 different loadouts that are possible, 5 of which can be unlocked as you level up more. Now, I'll be going over the settings and some of my preferred sensitivities. Here are also my settings for graphics. And here are my other settings. You don't have to copy all of these settings, as each player has their own preferred setting. Now let's take a look at my HUD loadout or heads up display, where my controls are. So as you can see, my fire buttons are on the upper left, my ADS buttons on the upper right, my jump, crouch, and prone are on my lower right, and my movement is on my lower left. This is because I use 4 fingers when playing. This is compared to the default loadout, which I can find in Cloud Layout 2, which looks like this, where the fire button is on the right and my movement is on the left. I'll also be discussing how to join a private match. First, you go to multiplayer, then tap that 3 lines on the upper right, then private. This starts your private game. You can move your character around among the different icon boxes, or you can choose to be a spectator. In here, you can change the match settings, just like how many number of points allowed, number of spectators, time limit, and others. That's it for this tutorial, and I look forward to playing with you guys tomorrow.